talk to me. Well, I mean, is everything all right between you and the rest of the group? Is everything all right between you and the rest of the group? I mean, you're sat in isolation, and that immediately tells me something's not right.
I guess there's no problem.
Oh, what's your name?
No problem. No problem.
There's no problem.
Yeah, I said everything. I'm closing.
Everything's all right as far as you're concerned. Is it my language that you're finding difficult?
No.
No?
I'm sorry.
Why don't you join us? Okay, it's a bit better. Right, do you have a poster that you want to show me about your progress poster?
This morning we were heading to filming. We haven't really made a poster as of yet. We've got all the bits for the poster, like financial statement and
Poster in bits?
yeah,
Yeah,
basically we've got all the bits. Yeah.
Which is good, but it's a bit ugly now. Because
So can we have a poster for next week?
Yeah, that's easy.
That's easy done.
it would be better, with the poster. Actually, I believe that personal journey
Yeah.
Personal journal things
absolutely. Yeah.
causing you
It's the
agitation.
same. I think it was safe for all the guys because we all really involved in that.
Very social, isn't it?
Roughly how big is the poster?
Well,
Just an A3 piece of paper?
yeah, just a piece of flip chart paper. And what we really want to know is, what do you want to do? What have you done? What remains to do? That's really what the poster's about.
It's just reassuring you that we're not in a picnic.
Well, it's also giving you a planning tool.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's all right at the moment.
Yes, that's the visualisation. Okay, well, shall we do the personal journals? Will that be the thing you want to get done? So if we start with you, and then just sort of work around the table. You don't have a person?
I didn't bring it today because I was thinking we are doing just short talk about the poster and then we move to our part.
So what's this telling you about coordination?
Probably more focused on other things than on the overall task, more focused on the filming
On your bits?
than on the whole
On your
process.
bits.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask this in a different way. Who's got a personal journal today?
I think I didn't mention to them all because I was just saying this afternoon we are going to film after the poster short talk about.
But the poster's not here.
Yeah, we have everything digital. I mean, it can be downloaded.
Like we could
We
get it all
didn't
up on
print it
Google.
really out.
We just didn't put it in one document,
Yeah.
in one, the poster, like piece of paper.
Like we could present to you what we've got on the laptop now on Google. We've got it all uploaded on there. It's just going to be
And does it clarify these steps?
big step. What do you mean? So
What are the steps of what you're...
I mean, do you ask if you have a plan?
Yes, exactly. You have a plan, you have
yeah.
where
Oh,
you
yeah.
are in the
Oh,
We
plan.
have
and
the dates
how
when we
much.
have to finish, we have the dates when we have to do the sound and actually make
Yeah.
all the scenes in one movie and the written documents.
And financial statements. So how much I projected that we would spend and so on each week.
We have actually our action plan.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's somewhere on Google.
it's here.
Okay.
Action. Here is yeah. So basically, it's not,
Very surprising sweet.
it's not really a poster, but we have the action plan where you can see all the bits we have to do and all the dates and things. But it's not.
And do we know who is doing what? And
Yeah, we even decided, yeah,
It
actually,
should be here, the name.
yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think we actually, this morning we were talking about it, that I hope we're presenting. So, you know,
So what's Jan doing then?
Marketing plan.
Marketing plan. Okay. It says here marketing, marketing, marketing. Marketing every week.
Yeah.
No difference. Nadia.
Yep.
You've got
research and
lots of research and some content. And you're doing that with Joanna.
And Dennis. We've
And
done
Dennis.
research. Research is finished now, because research was we've done research for like a basis for the script.
Right.
So first we've done research, we spent
Because you kind of all got research down, and then it's become more
yeah, because on the
specialised.
first weeks, why we did all the research during the first weeks, because when you're filming, it's very good when everyone understands what and why. Why we're filming these things, because this is a theory. Why this example? That's what. Then we separated the groups. So someone is doing marketing, someone. But I think during a couple of weeks, we've all done the research, the basic research.
Because from a finance point of view, it was relatively cheap for us all to do research, because data collection was only £25 per hour, I think. So it was easier for us to all focus on the research than all to focus on individual tasks at first.
So, Joanna, what was your, what did you research into? What was your research? What did you find out about? What did you find out about? What were you researching into?
Now Joanna is like doing marketing.
She just recently joined
I do
also the research about.
part of the research and I do also marketing.
Yes, I suppose I understand now that you were involved in finding out about marketing, but what did you find out? Can you give me 2 or 3 things that you established that you found out about?
Can I give you example about the research about marketing?
Yes, because it's down here that you were researching into the market.
Yeah.
So can you give me 3 things that stand out for you as in your research? What did you find out?
I found that actually about our topic in marketing, the data is not very more in the research, and it's the writer write about our topic is about DVDs is more about the analyze and just I look the articles from Google. I found just 4 or 5 articles academic English, and others are like websites or other companies' products, and it's not very useful to use it.
Are you saying that the information you found wasn't very useful?
Yes, because it's not very academic, and it's just the company's products, and there is not too much data about the marketing all over the world, but I have found some articles about DVD as a tool of learning or and e-learning. About I think it's compared with other articles, it's quite useful for us because it's not just a company's own products, it's overview the whole market.
Okay, thank you very much. That's very useful. And what else have we got? Yes. Kit. Yes, Kit. What were you finding out about? Were you finding out about the market as well?
Yeah, I found out some competitors. Which is tools for trainers. Their products are quite similar with our product. So yeah, it could be our competitors.
And how were they marketing the product? Did you find out?
Sorry?
How did they market the product?
They market their products to some organization.
What kind of organisation?
Like companies.
Okay. Any particular type of company?
No.
Just
It's just
anyone that would buy it. Okay, thank you.
And we can't find, we've got a problem because we can't find many research about the deep learning market.
Okay.
Yeah, I found that it's really hard to find.
It is hard to find. The question is then, perhaps, what are other companies doing and how are they approaching these markets? Might give you some insight into that. So are they supplying DVDs as a sort of horse to get their consultancy in through the door? Are they using it? Are they able to sell it at a high price because of the sort of people they're using in their DVD, or the nature of the messages which are really well researched and so forth, or the support material in the way? There'll be a lot of different angles that they could use to try and get the product sold. What else have we got here? Source training and kit. Again, you haven't spoken yet. What are you doing?
Also doing marketing.
It's a lot of heavy weight on this marketing.
There's a lot of research have to do it because marketing is quite a big part of it. So I was quite doing about like compared to the different company, especially, and I found that it's very interesting. They have many different prices. Like they can sell 1,000 for a DVD, but like company they only sell like £80 or £100. I just found it is very interesting is how they can sell the price very different. I was look to it is like they may have like some special customer I was thinking about. So on this maybe I will go into detail more about it, about how they can sell the price difference about 100 like 1,000 gap.
And how is this this understanding feeding into the nature of the product that you're wanting to create one, slowing you down from doing it? I'm asking a normal question. But how is this feeding into the product that you're actually producing? Someone talk to me about that. Yeah, you've thought about the market.
Yes.
And what I'm saying is, how is the product that you are producing in the nature of the product that you're producing, how is it informed by that information? Because it's one thing to understand about the market, isn't it? Yeah. It's another thing to say, well, how is that information that I'm finding out, how is it informing what I'm doing as in my product? I mean, maybe you're the person to answer that. Because these guys are spending all your money trying to research this product. You've got 4 of them at it. It's consuming huge amounts of resource. And what are you getting for your money?
For their research.
You're getting the research, yeah, but what difference is it making to what you're doing? Yeah.
Positioning and segmentation is generally where we're going to talk about aiming at product really.
Okay.
Yeah,
And tell me a bit about that in specific detail.
So, for instance, price. We need to decide a price. We need to come to the conclusion of a price.
So you haven't. So you're still unsure of that.
Yeah.
But you're about to film a product. And my question is then, how is the product influenced by the marketing information that you've got?
We've done the research about that 20% of manager are spending like lots of time, 20% of their time is spent on managing conflicts because we're doing the conflict. And basically what we're going to say in the beginning is we are going to see what we want to save time. We want to save these 20%, we want to do something else.
And is that why people buy DVDs?
Yeah. No, not the only reason. But you can, again, improve your work if you will save time managing conflicts, if you will be ready and if you will be prepared with our videos. It will be easier for you, so you will have more time to do other things.
So the promise that you're making to your purchaser is it will make them more efficient. And everyone's interested in being more efficient for working organisations. So that's your assumption. Is there anything in the research that you've discovered, the marketing research that you've discovered, which has made any difference whatsoever to the sort of product you're producing?
I mean, again, we didn't know what, we knew that we're going to do the cultural differences, but we didn't know what kind of topic to take exactly. And for example, that research about conflict influenced us. That's why we decided, because it can be popular. And
is this a hunch or something that you've got evidence for?
Yeah. So it's not from the top of my head. Yes, it's the research, and that's why we choose that topic, because we decided it's popular. Then every year, lots of companies have more people from different countries that are trying to expand the market. And I mean, in our marketing plan, we will have like a future planning that, for example, we go into after we, we'll go into doing videos, for example, in different languages. Not all the languages, but for big countries.
This is like future planning.
Yeah.
Future planning.
Yeah.
How are you capturing? This is very energising for me, because it sounds like a good plan, an interesting plan. You're saying we're going to look at conflict and we're going to look at multicultural conflict. So my question now is, how has your research informed the actual content of the film?
It's all informed by the theory, because first of all we had a research paper which was based from different quotations from the article, which is the problem is that it wasn't really influenced by, for example, like one theory. We even used international relations theory about mediation. So it's kind of compilation, but in an easy way for managers to, you know, to understand it quickly and easier.
Which is what they want.
So yeah, and it's the whole script, all movies based only on theories. We'll have lots of references. We want to put them, you know, down of the screen because it's easier to do, and it assure people that it's not just something.
So your claim is that the discussion that we're going to have in the movie, whether it's scenarios or whether it's talking or whatever it's going to be, is going to address cultural difference in relation to conflict resolution, and that those different approaches are informed by the reading or the research that you're undertaking. Okay. Now let's just ping your thing in. That might have gone yet. Have I heard from Dennis? It's you. Excellent. Oh, okay. So Dennis, tell me what's your role in this strategy?
Yeah, initially I picked up the role of personnel manager. Yeah, but I think on the second week I realized I didn't have much to do in that role because most of the work more like went along with man's role. So then I had to join the research. So
Another research.
Yeah, because we're looking at the positions. I mean, so we thought, I mean, research and marketing, finance, and to be more relevant to the study which we're looking at. So I had to look on the role of women in the organization. So I researched on how, like, women, how they're socialized in the workplace and how their contribution, I mean, is taken, I mean, by in the business. So we find traditionally women are taken, I mean, to the people who are supposed to be at home. But now we find the new businesses, I mean, the businesses which are doing good are those who are inclusive, who are including other people, because we find the benefits from having a different perspective.
That's interesting. Because just a point to think about. I mean, one of Britain's greatest businesses is the financial sector. 10% of our economy is reliant on the financial sector. The treatment of women in the financial sector is poor. So you kind of got. How do you square that with the point that you're making? I mean, I suppose what I'm trying to say to you is be wary of ideology. Ideology is a set of beliefs which serve the interests of a particular group of people who have power. Now, we need to look behind the writing of these articles and what they're trying to put across and what they're trying to put across. Maybe it's just a point to consider what industries are they looking as they make this kind of thing. So that's just to kind of ginger you up a bit and make you think, maybe I need to be a bit critical about what I'm doing here. What I want to know is, how does this link, thank you for your description, how does that link in to the main point, which is about the management of conflict? How is this research linking in?
We have a scene within our film, we do actually film it today, where there's conflict between, or Dennis plays a guy who's having a conflict with women, basically.
All
Because
women?
with me.
With you? Oh,
Because
okay.
he's the kind of guy who thinks that in his culture, man is like
In charge,
workers,
yeah.
and men or women do not argue. And here in the big business company, they all noisy. He has this slide. We took it from the don't remember who's the author of the article, to be honest, but it was the big research was done in the kind of firms, and they questioned people, different backgrounds, cultural background, different age, different everything, and we actually we didn't take the exact phrases because we can't, but we actually took the pattern because people were saying, actually really nice research, people were saying different things. Some of them were saying like, oh, these young people do not understand anything, I can't communicate with them. Or the guy who was saying, I can't work with women because they just talk too much all the time. We have a girl who's saying, it's hard for me to communicate in English because I'm not really good at it, I have an accent. Also, lots of different cases, and we've tried, what we've tried to do, again, as I said, we've tried to do a small compilation to show what is the conflict, cross-cultural conflict. And we have this in a script, because first we explain the difference, again, about the surface conflict, which is, for example, again, about language, and the authority conflict, which is deeper level, which is the guy who can't communicate with women because they're noisy. So first of all, we're showing for the manager how to distinguish, and then how to manage. Not all the conflicts, of course, we can't feed it on 10 minutes, but we just took some of the examples, and some of the examples how we can manage it.
And how do you handle the fact that, because you're raising, I think you're raising some important issue. It's quite complex, isn't it? Because you've got, it's not like all women think one way or men think another way. You've got huge variation within all of that.
Not huge. We took a couple of examples.
Well, yes. What I suppose what I'm trying to say is that you may not have made it huge, but there are significant variations in the world between the role of men and women as it's understood and interpreted. So you have in Sweden, for example, they're trying to even classify films by the position that women take in the film. So if a woman takes a very equal position with a man, and that gets like an A grade, if she's been beaten up by a man, she gets a Z grade or something like that, So it's advising people about what the film is saying to do with the relationship between men and women. So that's at one level. and then you get other situations in other cultures, arguably, where the woman's role is much less equal or much less put across. So you could say, well, I know this is contentious, but you could say Saudi Arabia, for example, treats women quite different. But making a comment on good or bad, I would say they treat them very different. And so, I suppose my question to you is, how do you produce a DVD which enables you to address these widely different audiences, or you try to do that? I mean, what are you trying to do?
I don't know, I think realistically the way the DVD's coming out is going to be more Europe-centric, and the West and America. I don't think it's going to, by the sounds of it, not apply so much to sort of Asia and the Middle East, but we did intend to be more global, if anything. It's just that we can't really cater for all those cultural differences in one. Because obviously, I don't know, some cultures may have, different perceptions of that.
The thing is that there is the culture of everyone, yes, and there is organizational culture. So from multinational company, anywhere, we are targeting big companies. They actually, we also have this in the script. You have to know who are you hire and why. These are the first steps in our video. So you bear in mind that you're in a big company. You don't. Again, this what I've said is the organizational culture is a bit different. So I don't think that they were in a big company. They would treat women, rabbit women, differently because they have their own culture where, let's say, everyone is equal, obviously.
Right, let's go to Hungary.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this in Hungary for anyone from Hungary? I can say I like it. I've got quite a good knowledge of Hungary because I've worked over there. And feminism has not happened in Hungary. Right? It just really has not happened. So the kind of role expectations are quite different. If a woman makes up the kind of greasy pole, if you like, in the Hungarian corporation, she has to be pretty tough to do that. Most women don't adopt the kind of persona and role that will allow them to do that. They play the role of the slightly flirtatious woman in order to get what they want. That's just how they do it. So, and men are often regarded differently according to which women they've got who are flirting with. So the prettier the woman you've got flirting with, the better your status. And here, so you're taking this video and you're trying to get a buy-in into that sort of context potentially. I don't think any of this was a problem as long as you were clear about what it is you are trying to do and what sort of company you are seeking to sell this to. If you come out and say, this is going to be an international video that anyone can buy it, blah, 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 then you're going to get shot down in flames.
Yeah, I think realistically it's more aimed at already sort of semi-established international companies or companies that are looking to outsource rather than say companies based in one particular country which wish to diversify. So it's more sort of managing the likely diversity which is going to happen and sort of bringing it.
Yes, or you could say, well, I won't put words in your mouth, but you could say, well, this is actually aimed at the UK market because we recognise that British firms have got to deal with all different cultures. And how do they do that? Or you could say it's based on the European market, but then you'll run the risk of people saying, oh really, well tell us about this market, this market. So what I'm saying is, use of the academic, pull your pants down, in terms of trying to defend something that you haven't worked through, in terms of what the implications are.
The main reason why we thought about Europe as a whole is because of the coming of the European Union law. So with all these countries, signing up, for the human rights law. So this was the basis on which we looked at. So we just wanted, to say the government pronouncements. So companies have to avoid litigations. So
that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Again, you have to square that off with realities in different cultures. But going back to my Hungarian example, if you're a gypsy, don't get good treatment. In France, perhaps, if you're black, you don't get good treatment, generally speaking. It's just the way it's like prejudice. So, so what I'm saying to you is don't make grandiose claims. Keep it focused and make sure the marketing, which you spent so much on, is actually useful in terms of what you're doing. Okay. I haven't heard from you. What's your
I work with Simon about finance, and we decided to actually the work to pass. He doing the daily recording, and I'm going to do the podcast, the project, the projection. Yeah, rather they were doing the same thing. Yeah. Once we finish filming, everything's clear, I will start to do the podcast.
So what have you done so far? What's been your role so far?
Actually, in the first few weeks, I helped to do some research about to sort out the script. Yeah, and I actually found out some very useful articles for research. Yeah.
The whole journal actually.
Yeah.
So it's a journal which supplied material for the
Yes.
group to work on.
Yeah.
So you've been so your pain giving you some money has been worthwhile.
Pending some of the recording as well for the film.
Okay. So now I guess you're wanting to really get on with your film.
Yep.
I've grilled you on that. So that's very well. I hope that isn't just pointless grilling, but it is also helping you to sharpen the focus. So let's be clear about next week. What I would like you to have prepared for next week is I think I still want to post, but most importantly, the personal journals. So I'll see what's going on there. And then and also please do your questionnaires. They're kind of quite useful.
So it's this one for next week then?
Yeah, that's right. This one for next week.
Yeah.
And then what I say in the lecture will make sense. Okay. Good. I'll let you go.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thanks a lot.